Globalization is the increasing interconnectivity and unification between economies and cultures from the farthest reaches of the globe. As I began to look at hunger through the perspective of globalization, I immediately saw connections. Many of the chronically hungry are victims of this new world system. Several were forced to move to urban cities to compete for low-wage jobs, abandoning their agricultural way of life. Others were left desperately trying to compete with subsidized goods from agricultural behemoths in the new global marketplace. Globalization also helped me to understand the hunger scene in the United States. Once again, many of those affected are victims of globalization. They have watched their livelihood pack up and move overseas as corporations desperately tried to streamline their production to survive in the cutthroat world market. These people, our neighbors, have been left behind.
Because I think hunger is such a complex issue, and there's so many factors involved, and I think that it takes the whole community to address the issue of hunger. And it takes the individual, and it takes the companies, and it takes the grocery stores, and it takes our government officials recognizing that we have a problem and trying to figure out how each one of us can address the problems that affect poverty and hunger. I don't think that we ever should, because we have more than enough food in the United States to feed all of our people, plus ship some overseas. I think hunger in the United States is different. We have children who don't look forward to the weekends and don't look forward to holidays because the only meal they get every day is their school lunch. And that's the kind of hunger that we see in the United States. It does affect their ability to learn. It affects their ability to grow and to be able to reach their potential. So hunger is different in the United States. I don't know that it will ever get to the point where we have children with swollen bellies and people like we see on the news in the Sudan and places. But we do have hunger, and we can solve the problem of hunger if we can get the food to the people. There is food available if we can just get it to the people. We have 15 staff people. We work at least 5 days a week, at least 8 hours a day each person, but most of the time, most of us work longer than that just because we can't get the work done. So much of the food that comes into the food bank has to be handled, has to be rebagged. Like right now we have volunteers in our clean room bagging pasta because we got a 1,000-pound tote of pasta, and we don't have enough staff with enough hours in the day to repackage that. So if we didn't have volunteers to do that, we wouldn't be able to accept that donation. And we have some other ladies in another part of the warehouse who are working product that came from the local grocery stores, produce and meat, and they're sorting through it and cleaning it up and making it look pretty so that people want to take it when it goes to the agencies that receive it. Without their help, we wouldn't be able to check that product and make it ready for distribution. So volunteers, we have no less than 30 volunteers every day who are helping us with our mission. I don't think I could say that one is more important than the other. I think that we're all called to do things with our lives, and that if you feel motivated to give financially, the food bank can use that. If you feel motivated to, when you go to the grocery store and you have a coupon, buy one, get one free, you buy one and you give us the free one. Everything that we get helps somebody, and we appreciate that. Volunteers, we can always use volunteers, especially when the university isn't in session and those students all go home. So youth groups, individuals, we appreciate all the volunteer help that we get. One of the things we've seen is we get phone calls from people who, I used to be a donor and I found myself in need of food. And we hear that a lot, that people who used to give to us now are in need of our services. And so yes, we do see the loss in jobs affecting the people who are requesting food. One of the things, if you work in a social service organization, is the need almost seems overwhelming. Before the first day of the month is over, the agencies that have utility assistance have allocated all their funds. It seems like we never have enough food to meet the needs of the people that are out there. We have to accept the fact that we are called to serve people and to do what we're able to do, and to look for other avenues to help, but to realize we can only do our small part. And if we all work together, do what we're called to do, we can take care of the needs.
When you first begin to learn about the hunger situation, the statistics can seem almost desensitizing. It is not until you begin to connect the numbers with lives that you realize the urgent need for action. My first introduction to the issues of hunger was offered through the Hunger Studies class, which focused mainly on worldwide issues and consequences. My volunteer experience gave me an opportunity to concentrate on the local implications of this global issue. It reminded me that even here in Lee County, we are affected. Globalization, while a significant factor in the creation of hunger, can also offer hope. Technology and the global economy have eradicated all barriers. Our actions are now felt in even the smallest villages around the world. This gives us a tremendous opportunity to enact change. Hunger is a complex, multifaceted issue that involves each and every one of us. I want to leave you with a short poem that my Hunger Studies professor shared with our class to help us understand the impact that we can have when we work together.